one thing I was observing about you, and one of the reasons I wanted to sit down with you is you're very light. You're always playful and light. You know, we the whole school is about leisure,
Yeah.
and it almost seems like you live it every moment. Like not, whenever I see you in between classes, in classes, you're always that.
Yes.
And I'm just like, wow, how does... It's always interesting to watch you. I don't... Doesn't matter what you're doing, you know?
I in the bathroom. I fall down in the potion like a Obelix. What is the question?
Have you always been that way?
I have been always loved to play. That's clear to me. This is the place I am happy. But I train to myself also to be light. So when you do the school, you have moments like you feel, oh, you have to pass for that moment of to get down, to understand at the end it's not a big deal. You can make mistakes and then continue. So it's true. Naturally, I am. My family, I have, and we have very special taste for to be alive, playful. But I train myself also. I do train myself. It's true, Guileye, for me, it was very good training to understand if you don't have the fun of the game, all the technique you have behind, it's not gonna work. That I understand very fast.
When you train yourself, how do you do that?
I mean, me, I don't. For me, I think always I am learning things. It's never finished for me, which means, because when I get in the school for the first time, I have a body, an experience, and an age, and situation. So I receive the things in one way. That same things you give me today, and I'm going to receive in another way. So for me, it's to continue the process. So how I train myself? What I do right now is I find things to make me gaggle in my head. To be like, for example, the last year I sing. I have been in a school of singing, so this year I am singing because made me to be in the stage in another way I had not been before. For example, when I do a number, always I try to find something who made me say, "Oh, this is so idiot," and in my head always I know, oh, this is so idiot. So I give myself a little bit of food of something I think is a little bit idiot for me. It's just for me. But I always try to find something. To speak with an accent, I don't know, something who made me feel like, okay, this if I do this, I look ridiculous. And I am happy for it.
When did you know you were going to be...
An actress?
Yeah.
When I finished my lycée, the high school, my parents always to tell me, oh, you have to go to university. So I didn't know what I'm going to study. So I didn't have in the high school I get in love, so I didn't study so much. So at the end in Spain you have to do a test with all the things to have a mark to go to the university. Depending on your mark, you go to one place. So the highest mark, lawyer and doctors and nurse. And if you don't have a high mark, you can choose math, chemis, voilà. So me, I choose biology. So I went to the university. I moved from my parents' house. Yeah, I was 17, 18. And then I went to live a city a little bit far away from my parents. And I started to study biology. And in the university, in Spain, with my family, in the school, I did always theater. But like a part of the activities of your studies. So when I went to the university, and also I entered in the theater group of the university. And I start more motivated for the theater group of the university than from the biology. And also in this theater group, I met people who was doing the theater university. So at the end of the first year, without saying anything to my parents and anyone, I sent my candidature. And I present myself to the exam to enter in the theater school. And I pass. So I pass, but when I pass, I feel I just get scared. So I just throw away. Yeah, 1 year. So I continue biology the second year. I continue in the theater group. So this second year was clear to me biology wasn't not my future. So I do it again. I sent my candidature to the University of Theatre. I did the exam again and I passed again. So I entered, and because I pay my studies. I mean, my parents always didn't have money, so I paid my own studies. So I entered and I told my mother, oh, yeah, I'm changing of university. And yeah. So that was the moment. My second year of biology, so I think it's not going to happen.
So then you did your last 2 years in theater. You changed.
No, I have to do from the beginning.
Oh, you have to start over.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because biology and theater doesn't have anything in common.
Okay.
So if you change from biology to medicine, maybe you can start another year.
Yeah.
But from biology to theater,
Oh, so you start from zero again.
I start from zero.
And then so you did 4 years.
I did 4 years.
And then what brought you to Philippe?
In that school, I have a teacher, clown teacher, who is called Anton Valen, who is being a clown in Cirque du Soleil after the school. And he was the first one. So he's deaf, like Marisa. And he have, before to come to be teacher in the school, he went to Lecoq, he went to Fava, he went to Philippe, he did all Europe. Yeah, he went to everywhere without speaking English and not listening. He's kind of a genius. Yeah, he's kind of a genius. So he was the one who introduced me to clown. He was the one who told me, you cannot just do this school. You have to know more things outside of the school. So from the first year I was in my theater school, during the year I did the official. During the summer I traveled to do workshops. So I went to Eric de Bon, we went to Fava. I work with people in Spain, you don't know. But I did 100 workshops, different, every summer, with Norman Taylor, mainly. He was the other person who trained me, who has been a big example for me to, yeah. So I did my school during the winter, summer, workshop of another thing, neutral mask, pedagogy of movement of the actor, buffoon, clown, everything. 4 boys and me, we have a company, and Anton was the director of the company. So we make a first show called Minuta Peccata, which is a comic show with the technique of Commedia dell'arte, and it went very well.
Yeah.
So from that show, we start the company, and we work with the company 6 years, something like that, and we make 4 shows. And with the company, we continue with the same spirit. So we work for a while, and sometimes we do workshop together just to renovate a little bit the spirit of the company. So we work with and normally we start to have a visual. We work with Eric or how is called this one, the Catalan. Oh, I don't remember. Alex. We work with Alex also. We was also clown Cirque du Soleil. So we have people. We all the company together. We went to work with. But Anton told us, you have to go, guys. You are ready to go to Philippe now. You have to go to Philippe. To keep the company alive, to keep the likeness alive, the workshops are wonderful, because suddenly you realize how complicit you are with your friend, and also another people's energy give you the renovated strength to go again to the stage with the same people. You have to give food to the love of the company. So one way to do it is to do workshop together.
Okay, so you came to school in 2007, and then you did the 2 years. How was school for you?
It was great. For me, I have been working so hard, very hard for all this year of the school. So come back to the school was a little bit to do high school again. In the way like you were working in a very high level of acting, but at the same time you have the practice, So I had the two sides. So the first year was a little bit like a, yeah. The first year was a little bit more like a high school. The second year was more, I was more concentrated. But it was good. It was very great because suddenly, few things. I have been working with same actors during all these years, so I didn't have an image of myself like an actress without the four of them behind me. So that's what the first thing like I have to face. I was an actress on my own, so that was a little bit like where are my beasts? So that took me a while because we were very wild in the States. So I have to first of all to understand I was an actress, to put down my wildness, and to find little by little how to put back again without someone who doesn't know me. An actor who doesn't know you, and you have to meet each other and to have to play. You decide the style, but you cannot be wild. Like that doesn't happen like this. You work on it. So the school, first of all, it was a process for me just because, it was a huge change in my career, a big one. In the way, like, I passed to have a company of 5 to be on my own. Because, I am Spanish, I am very passionate, and when I have someone who I speak my language, it can be crazy, and you just see madness. So that madness I still having. But if I want to pass my madness to you, Philippe saw me, teach me. Okay, you have few techniques you can use. You can be yourself always. But if you want me to like you, like yourself, or to share with me what you want to tell me, you need to do this, and this. And that is what I learned in the school. Which before was a huge mess because I have people who knows and then together we do, and then I didn't know exactly what I was doing. In the school I have conscience. And also I understand I can go further.
So what did he tell you? What are those things for you?
For me, it's actually at the end of the day it's very simple. You have to have good fixed points. You are laughing bad. You have to have fixed points. And you have to have humor always behind you are doing. You cannot be very fanatic. Always when you go to the stage, you have a game in your hand. A secret game. Can be a neutral mask, can be an animal, can be a joke in your head. But you don't play in first degree what you are doing. Because then you are pushing. When you start to make letters mm-hmm. to the like the cake, you made letters. You forgot what is the base of the cake. You go for the idea. You get lost in the text, and you forgot the base of that is just 3 simple things. And listen very well to your partner, and accept when you make a flop. Don't fight it. Okay, just assume it's okay. Oh, this one was bad. And then when you show your humanity to the audience, everything is gonna be fine.
What was your best moment on stage? Or most memorable moment on stage?
In general in my career, I don't know if it was the best, but the one I love the most, it was when I did the lion in. I play a version of Midnight Summer's Dream of Shakespeare, but it was, and I play the lion. My lion. In my lion, it was something. It was something super ridiculous, but fantastic. I love that lion. In that show, I have very good moments. And that show I did after with people in the school, and it was directed from Aitor Basauri from The Spy Monkey, and he gave me so many candies, like actress. The lion, definitely. The lion. I love the lion.
What do you think the biggest accomplishment for you has been?
Just until now? I think teaching the school. Yeah, I'll tell you, when I came, I had never imagined I'm going to teach in the school. And I was teaching in Spain, and Michiko told me, do you want to teach in the school? And I said, Yes. For me, it was a huge honor. I get asked to teach in the school. And a huge honor the last year, I get to teach improvisation.